Hello grammar students, my name is Chelsea with Let's Talk. Today let's break down adverbs that have two forms and meanings. So let me start with an example, okay? We have the adjective deep that we can use to describe, say, a pool. We own a deep pool. So we can also use deep as an adverb. We drove deep into the forest. This form, the one that's the same as the adjective, means like a long way into something. But there's also an ly form of the adverb deep, deeply. We are deeply grateful for your help. So the ly form of deep means a lot, greatly, very much. So three different forms here: adjective, adverb that looks the same as the adjective, and the ly adverb form. And these two adverbs have different meanings. Let's take a look at another one. Direct. Direct is an adjective and an adverb. I took a direct flight to Chicago. Means I didn't stop anywhere. It was just one flight. Or I can say I flew direct to Chicago. So again, without stopping. So kind of the same meaning here, but first one's an adjective, second one is an adverb. It's describing how we flew. But there's also directly. I got the job offer directly after submitting my application. In this case, directly with the ly ending means very quickly, very soon after this other thing happened. But directly can even be used in another way. My manager looked directly at me. And with this directly, it means without anything between us. My manager and me, he looked directly at me. So, two different meanings for our ly forms here, and they're both different from our regular adverb form of direct. Let's look at a few more examples. Hard. You guys know the adjective hard. As an adverb, I could say, I work hard every day. It means I put in a lot of effort. I try a lot. But I could say, my new colleague hardly works. And this form with the ly means like almost zero. Hardly works, only this much work. So that leads to kind of a joke in English when you ask someone, working hard or hardly working. Working hard, a lot of effort. Hardly working, no effort at all. So kind of a play on words there. Short works the same way. The regular form without the ly. My interview was cut short because of lunch. So in this case, it means it stopped suddenly. It was shorter than it was meant to be. But the ly ending you'll hear back from us shortly means soon. Last example, wide. She opened the window wide to let fresh air in. So this form without the ly means 100%, as much as it can go. So she opened the window wide versus the position requires you to travel widely. Widely means very far, to many different places. Or even another use for widely. He is widely considered an expert. And this widely means by many people. So both of our widelies are different from wide, but they're all adverbs. So we've got a bunch of other adverbs that work the same way. Free, high, late, last, most. So I encourage you to look these up and find out their different definitions. In the comments, why don't you tell me something that you are deeply thankful for? This is Chelsea reminding you it's not nerdy being wordy. Let's talk again soon.